Heaven Demon 3 Phoenix. This fellow, all of his trainings take such a long time. The little fairy doctor stood at the top of abyss as she looked at the protruding rock where Xiao Yan sat. She helplessly sighed in a soft voice. It had already been half a month since Xiao Yan had entered his training state. During this half a month, he did not show any signs of awakening. A frighteningly pure energy rippled around him like a cloud. If one were to grab it, it would appear as viscous as water. The little fairy doctor and Qing Lin were naturally able to tell that Xiao Yan was in a critical stage of his training. Hence, they did not speak loudly in order to not disturb Xiao Yan despite uttering words from their mouths. Elder sister Kai Lin has also not revealed any activity. Qing Lin's eyes looked at the bottom of the deep abyss as she stated. The continuously boiling lake surface had calmed down a couple of days ago. The entire Nine Serene Spring had regained its old calm. Kai Lin, who was within it, had shown no signs of movement either. Kai Lin should be all right. Being a seven-colored heaven-swallowing python, she is just like a fish that has found water in this Nine Serene Spring. The little fairy doctor grinned. She could sense the frighteningly dark and cold energy, which had agglomerated within the Nine Serene Spring for countless of years, gathered to the deepest parts of the lake. The energy was being absorbed into Kai Lin's body. Looks like we can only continue waiting. According to what tribal chief Yao Ming said, it seems that the heaven demon phoenix has begun to show signs of moving. Qing Lin remarked. Xiao Yan should be finishing up soon. The little fairy doctor nodded. Her pretty eyes landed on Xiao Yan, who was seated in a lingering cloud. Xiao Yan was gradually withdrawing his aura. It was likely that he was about to succeed. Qing Lin nodded. She also sat down on a boulder and quietly waited for Xiao Yan's training to finish. Yao Ming had already issued an order to seal the area within 10,000 feet from the deep abyss. Other than the two women, no one would come in and disturb the two who were training. Another 2 days quietly passed amid this wait. The viscous cloud that had formed around Xiao Yan suddenly emitted an intense fluctuation as the morning of the third day gradually enveloped the land. The surrounding natural energy seemed to have been dragged by something as it surged out in all directions. Finally, it gathered into an enormous energy storm in the air above Xiao Yan. The edge of this storm was connected to the top of Xiao Yan's head. This unexpected change also woke the little fairy doctor and Qing Lin from their training states. Some surprise flashed across their faces as they observed this unusual phenomenon form. It looks like his training is almost over. Xiao Yan's tightly shut eyes within the cloud were suddenly opened after the little fairy doctor uttered those words. An energy light shot out and penetrated into the wall in front of him, forming two black holes of unknown depth. He lifted his head, widened his mouth, and violently sucked in. Bang! The 1,000-foot large energy storm poured down as Xiao Yan sucked. It flowed through his throat and entered his body. Ka ka ka. As more energy was devoured by Xiao Yan's body, hints of an energy fluctuation began to seep out. The energy cracked the hard stone walls around him, forming countless numbers of huge cracks. Giant rocks were accompanied by a loud rumbling sound as they fell down. Finally, they landed in the deep abyss below. Swoosh. This activity that erupted from the deep abyss naturally attracted the attention of many experts from the nine serene deep ground python tribe. Their faces were startled, but they could only remain 10,000 feet away from the abyss. They were unable to get closer to watch the unusual phenomenon due to the orders Yao Ming had issued. A couple rays of light came flashing over from the distance. They appeared above the deep abyss. Yao Ming and a couple of very experienced nine serene deep ground python tribe elders were revealed. At this moment, their eyes revealed a shock as they watched Xiao Yan swallow the surrounding energy. What a powerful aura! It is likely that the current Mr. Xiao Yan is fast approaching a second star Dou Sheng, right? An elder exclaimed. Yao Ming shook his head upon hearing guess. He said, the demon saint essence blood might be powerful, but it is not so easy to rise within the Dou Sheng class. Being able to reach an advanced 1-star Dou Sheng is not bad. Being an advanced 2-star Dou Sheng, he clearly understood how difficult it was to rise through each small level. However, being able to soar from an initial 1-star Dou Sheng to an advanced, this has already exceeded my expectations. Yao Ming exclaimed. If he could obtain all of the demon saint essence blood, he would feel confident that he could swiftly raise his strength to the 3rd star of the Doshin class. However, if it was only a drop, he was only confident he would be able to break through within 3 years. Bang! While Yao Ming was conversing with the few elders in the sky, that enormous energy storm was completely swallowed into Xiao Yan's body. After the final trace of energy entered his body, the entire area began to gradually become quiet. Who? A breath that contained a rich energy was slowly exhaled from Xiao Yan's throat. It agglomerated into a liquid that scattered down. This liquid was landed on some huge rocks. Those rocks slowly crystallized and appeared like jade. Haha, congratulations on advancing to the advanced 1-star Dou Sheng class, brother Xiao Yan. Breaking through to the 2-star Doshin class is only a matter of time. Yao Ming quickly descended from the sky after seeing Xiao Yan cease his training. He cupped his hands together and loudly laughed. Xiao Yan politely smiled when he heard Yao Ming's congratulating him. He clenched his fist and felt quite satisfied. A drop of the demon saint's essence blood had nearly allowed him to step into the 2nd star of the Doshin class. This was difficult to imagine. If he had completely devoured all of the essence blood by himself, he could have caught up to Yao Ming. Being in possession of a heavenly flame, it refined and helped him absorb most of the energy in the demon saint essence blood. The energy within his body automatically turned into clothes on the surface of his body to replace his shattered clothes after he stood up in the fog. At his level, it was possible for Dou Qi to transform into anything with just a mere thought. It looks like Kai Lin is still training. Xiao Yan's eyes glanced at the 9 serene spring below. From his perception, He was naturally able to sense the endless dark and cold energy within the nine serene spring surge to a large creature. That large creature was the seven-colored heaven-swallowing python that Kai Lin had transformed into. Tribal Chief Yao Ming, has there been any news of the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe? Xiao Yan asked with a smile as his eyes landed on Yao Ming. Aye. The smile on Yao Ming's face was withdrawn upon hearing this question. He slowly nodded before catching Xiao Yan up to speed in a deep voice. Based on the information that I have obtained, the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe has dispatched some experts to the Empty Realm to aid the three great dragon islands during these few days. They have indeed choose to intervene. Huh. Xiao Yan faintly smiled. He was unsurprised by this news. Those from the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe possessed evil intentions. They would use any tricks available in order to obtain the Dragon Phoenix blood. Those three great dragon islands really ignored everything in order to be victorious. They even invited their enemies into their territory. How many experts has the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe dispatched this time around? Most of those dispatched by the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe this time around are at the Dozun class. Of course, there are not many people that we need to worry about. There are only three that we care about. These three are all Grand Elders in the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. They have an extremely ferocious reputation within the magical beast world. Yao Ming spoke with a somewhat grave expression. Oh, who are these three? What is their strength like? Xiao Yan lifted his brow. These three Grand Elders are known as the Heaven Demon Three Phoenix: Feng Huang, Kuan Huang, Ying Huang. Yao Ming stated. Among them, Feng Huang is an intermediate 2-star Do Shang, Kuan Huang is an advanced 1-star Do Shang, and Ying Huang is an intermediate 1-star Do Shang. Three Do Shangs. Xiao Yan's expression slightly changed. It was unexpected that the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe would actually dispatch such a powerful force. From this, one could tell the great strength of the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. These fellows had kept a low profile and accumulated quite a lot of strength. Other than the ancient Void Dragon, this Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe was undoubtedly the second ruler of these three tribes in the magical beast world. These three are extremely powerful. If they combine their strength, they can even fight against a 3-star Doshang. The Eastern Dragon Island will likely be threatened if they are allowed to help the three Dragon Islands, Yao Ming said. Xiao Yan quietly nodded. Regardless of what the case was, they could not allow the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe to intervene. Otherwise, Xian's Eastern Dragon Island would not be able to fight against the three large Dragon Islands. When will they move? Xiao Yan slowly exhaled as he inquired in a low voice. Although the lineup of three Do Shangs was powerful, it was not frightening to the extent that Xiao Yan did not dare intervene. Yao Ming's eyes twitched upon hearing Xiao Yan's words. His heart was also shocked because of Xiao Yan's boldness. Xiao Yan dared to intervene even when facing three Do Shangs. They will likely move out to head to the Empty Realm in 3 days' time. Xiao Yan gently nodded. His eyes landed on Yao Ming as he smiled and asked, does Tribal Chief Yao Ming dare to attack and significantly cripple the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe? Yao Ming mused for a moment. Finally, he laughed and nodded. This was a choice. He needed to choose between the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe and Xian's Eastern Dragon Island. Yao Xiaodian had chosen the three great dragon islands, while Yao Ming had chosen the eastern dragon island. In that case, we will get moving tomorrow and head to the empty realm. We will kill those from the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe 3 days later. Xiao Yan faintly smiled upon seeing Yao Ming agree. A murderous desire spread from his voice.